You kick off conference with a 2-1 victory. Overall, what did you think of the way your team played tonight?
I thought we were really good in the first half. It's the best we played. You had to go in 1-0 at half. Second half was a little harder for us, but yeah, we leave with a little bit of a bitter taste in our mouth to give up that goal late. And it was sloppy from us. We didn't deal with it well. We didn't kill off the game. We did a great job killing the game for about 7 minutes, and then we give one away in the middle of the field, and we foul cheating a little bit, and then the service comes, and I'm not exactly sure how it all played out, but yeah. So overall, one moment of chaos there in that, but it was a good performance. So we should feel a little bit of joy coming in, taking 3 points from Memphis. Haven't beat them in years, so it's nice.
You went into halftime up a goal, but you also were out shooting them 12-1. When you have an edge like that on the stat sheet, what kinds of things did you talk about with your team at the intermission?
Yeah, I mean, we were in. It was a good first half, but as we said, it's 45 minutes. The guys felt great about it as well, but it's 45 minutes. You're always worried about Memphis and counterattacks. We knew they would change a little bit tactically, and they did, cause us a little bit more problem. Yeah, we were worried about the counter. We were worried about obviously set pieces because they're big and good on set pieces and long throws. Yeah, we were worried about a few other simple details, but I thought we could keep playing a little bit more in their half. We could maybe create a little more in the final third, but yeah, I mean, it's 12-1 in shots. You're up 1-0 at half, and it was a pretty complete half. Well, we just said you gotta see it out. They've played 6 games, and they were down in 4 of those games. Memphis was so. They hadn't lost yet, so they'd come back in every one of those. So
Mads gets the first goal of the game, and he seemed to be a target on pretty much every set piece, or most of them. How much of a lift does that give you to have him finish one of those chances, and
sure.
Just for him as a defender to come up and get a goal?
Yeah, I mean, he was excellent tonight. Him and Oliver were both very good. The whole back line, I thought they were very good, but Mads had another very strong performance. He was great in the air. Yeah, I mean, he's 6'3" and he's good in the air, so he's obviously a target. Not giving away any secrets here, but yeah, I mean, he has a good nose around there, and he found a good spot, and yeah, I couldn't really tell it was they crossed the line or not, but we kind of all looked at each other on the bench and said, like, oh, I guess it's in the goal. So it wasn't like a normal major celebration from the staff, but yeah, it was a good spot for him to find. And yeah.
The second goal, the game winner from Alex Salvo, ball kicks out, he hits a one-timer. Considering the way Memphis had been pressing prior to that, did you think that could be the kind of goal that sort of deflated your opponent and took the wind out of their sails?
Maybe, I guess. No, I mean, it definitely it settled it a little bit. I thought we were in pretty decent control after that for the next 15 minutes, and then at the end they changed shape and threw more numbers high, and we have our guys do a ton of great work on the sidelines and give us a ton of energy, and tonight they did that as well, which was great. We got a little bit chaotic at times, but that happens. So yeah, I mean, Salvo took it well. I mean, he was in the right spot as we had planned, and the ball falls to him, and not a whole lot you can do. There's 15 bodies between him and the goal, and he just smashes it as hard as he can low and goes in the goal.
You came into this game after having 3 straight shutouts where you said you were pleased to get the victories, of course, but maybe the offense hasn't clicked quite as much as you'd like. Tonight you had 20 shots and several chances that were close. Harvey Castro hit the crossbar, and Colin Welsh, the Memphis goalie, made several good saves tonight. Do you feel like your offense is starting to open up and click a little more?
Yeah, I mean, we have more depth than we've had in a while in the attack. So we got a bunch of guys that can score, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, I think it's starting to come together. We're still not as clinical as we want, but look, we've been playing for 5 weeks, you know, so it's part of maturation and development process of a team that hardest thing to do is break down an organized team. And, you know, Memphis does a good job getting numbers behind the ball and defending well, but, you know, I thought we created enough chances to score, you know, a handful of goals. And, you know, the goalkeeper I thought was very good. We made one big time save on Jeldrick, and the one he tipped off the bar with Harvey from close was another good save. And yeah, I thought he was sharp for sure.
You mentioned that it's been a while since you beat Memphis. How much of your gratification from this victory comes from the fact of just reversing that trend?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Like, we've lost 4 out of the last 6 to Memphis. We've lost 3 in a row, which it's the only team in the country we've lost 3 in a row to. So, yeah, for some reason they had our number. It was talked about. We were motivated. The guys, a lot of our guys, you know, our team is mainly juniors and younger, with a couple older guys, had never beaten Memphis. So, yeah, it's a good result. It's the first result of the conference play. It's 3 points. It's not a reason to be, you know, going crazy in the locker room and celebrating. But it's a good result against a good team that was undefeated. So yeah, we take some satisfaction with that.
And then, you know, you had Cole Johnson, National Team Member of the Week. How grateful are you that you're receiving national recognition at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, Cole was part of the, I don't know what it's called, National Team of the Week. Yeah, I mean, Cole's been good. Cole's had he had one bad half so far this year. You know, he's played 14 halves now. He's been good, and he's getting better. And Cole's recognition, like all coaches will say, Cole's recognition is great for him personally, but he will say this as well. It comes with the sacrifice and work of the back line and the whole team in front of him. A shutout gave him, or multiple shutouts in a row gave him that award, but and rightfully so. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other guys that can be put on those teams too. So. Yeah, Cole's in good form, and we're happy to have him, and we'll keep riding that wave as long as we can.
What do you want to see tightened up or cleaned up before your next game?
Do a little better in the second half. We didn't develop a whole lot of rhythm. They came higher and pressed us a little more. We didn't play through it great. There were times we broke it, and we had a lot of chances in transition when we broke through, but I think we can do a better job of building and maybe give us a few more ideas on how to get the ball from the defensive third through the middle third with more sustained possession and squeeze our numbers higher. We need to recover. It's been hard first 5 weeks of the season. They need a break. We don't play again until next Friday, which is this is the first week we'll get like a proper training cycle. So we'll train for at least 4 days in a row, which hasn't happened. So yeah, we need to clean up a few things in the final third. We need to. The end of game scenario didn't go great. We'll discuss that, and we'll put that one behind us, but we'll learn from it. Yeah, and then we just gotta lick our wounds a little bit and recover and get ready for we'll have a tough one come next Friday night. It's a strange kickoff. It's an ESPNU game at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is an odd one, but that's the time dictated to us. So. Make sure the group is ready and motivated for a good South Florida team.
The first half was, I think you guys really set the tone by being really physical. Was that a part of the game plan coming into playing Memphis, considering that this was the first round?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I mean, Memphis has it's a well-coached, tough team, and yeah, I mean, I thought we were really good in the first half, recovering second balls. It's something we haven't been great with, but the balls would be played into the striker, and our center backs would battle, but then Bailey and Salvo would pick up the second ball, and we would we'd retain possession, and the ball would pop out, and one of our guys would clean it up and play it back to their center back, and we'd have possession again. And being able to kill transition early and then pick up a second ball and then reestablish full possession, it gives you a lot of belief. So for us to do that with the intensity we did was a very welcome addition to our game. So yes, our defensive intensity was better. When we defend with more intensity and more conviction, we tend to play better. And there's no shouldn't be lost that like recovering second balls gives you more possession, gives you more belief, and therefore we attack better, and then we win more second balls. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy here. So it's a nice addition to the game.